I know Nancy was there in the courtroom when the judge handed down that sentence, but you're not surprised, I'm thinking, by the judge's harsh sentence and literally telling Lori she deserved to serve a life sentence for each of those murders.
Yeah, Nick, good to be with you. I don't take the idea of just punishment lightly. I'm a criminal defense attorney, and I am not surprised in the least bit. I was actually appalled at her lack of remorse. Sentencing is about remorse and mercy. It is not about denying guilt and litigating your facts again. And that's exactly what she did. She got up, she confirmed, it really was a nail in the coffin, her allocution statement to the court. She essentially reiterated these bizarre religious beliefs and repeatedly said that these victims that were heinously murdered are happy and busy in heaven. It was whack. And, when you listen to the judge, you realize that he had nothing to go by in terms of mitigation. So at sentencing, we present aggravating factors for the prosecution, mitigating factors for the defense. It was very apparent that Lori Vallow did not participate in the pre-sentence investigation when it came to her mental health testing and evaluation. And that this Dr. Watson, that appears to be the defense expert, mental health expert, came up with these diagnoses of narcissism and hyper-religiosity and some sort of a delusional disorder, which are pretty serious, but could not make a nexus between those conditions and the commission of the murders, and more importantly, could not present a prognosis or a path to rehabilitation. So when the judge is listening to somebody who's so severely sick, let's just take it for face value and say it's true, and then there's no evidence that she could be rehabilitated. Well, the best place for her to be is in prison. So, I absolutely agree with the just nature of the sentence. And I am absolutely shocked that she got up and showed no remorse.
And Sarah, only this part of this has to be an arduous process for the family involved is over, because there's still more trials to come. Earlier, we heard the grandparents of JJ and Tylee speak out about how they at least have a bit of closure in this area.
Yeah, look, there's closure. Nothing's ever going to bring back these victims. Every birthday, every anniversary of death, to the extent we know when they died, every Christmas, every Thanksgiving is going to be heartbreaking for these families. And, and she claimed that she mourns along with everybody else, but she absolutely doesn't appreciate the gravity of her actions, or that she even committed these crimes. She doesn't consider them crimes. So again, I think she still has more to do in terms of facing justice, but everything that she has said in this case, including its sentencing, will come into play at her trial in Arizona.
And Sarah, do you expect the same level of weight and sentencing possibly to be placed on Chad should indeed they determine the same level of guilt or responsibility falls on him?
Well, I think legally, Nick, obviously Chad's going to go like this, point to her. She's found guilty. She did all of this. She was behind all this. And he's also kind of alluded that, he's like the hot guy that all the women were seeking, and he didn't need her. She was after him. There's that sort of theme that I expect in his defense. But at the end of the day, I think they were both as bad as seeds as they are looking to be. I think they just met the match, in each other. Chad came with the set of beliefs that she adopted, but ultimately, I think I can see how the state went with a conspiracy charge, because this was very much a joint effort. So I think legally, of course, Chad is going to point the finger at her, but there's a lot of overwhelming evidence against him independently. So.
And just at least some bit of closure for this family. Sara Azari, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Great to be with you, Nick.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.